too easy.
Sawa, transition.
We are ready. Tuko sawa? Sawa. Hi everybody. My name is Stacy and I'm here with
Sharon.
Why are you
Just
singing?
Sharon. No, I'm just trying to live out my dreams of being a musician.
No, it's too
I
late,
should be
sister.
with Sauti Soul right now, but I'm
Too
here with
late?
you.
Too late? No? Anyway, your dreams are valid either way.
They are.
Sawa. So this is our second episode of this podcast. The first podcast, tulikuwa tunajuana.
Like the dating app.
Dating app. The dating show.
Oh, ilikuwa dating show.
Yeah.
I think KTN or Citizen or something.
Yeah, tujuane.
I was a child then. I've been on... No, I don't want to overshare on this app, but yeah. We're not talking about
podcasts
books.
have a history of oversharing.
No.
Do you think we'll be that podcast?
No, we're talking about books.
Thank God.
And my life is not a
subject
book.
matter.
Exactly. Let's focus on the book.
Yeah.
So, which book are we reading today, or are we talking about today?
So today we are reviewing this book called... So first of all, it's a collection of poems. Mm-hmm. The title is When I Learned How to Walk and Other Poems.
I love that title.
So it was written by this author called Mumbi Macharia.
Mm-hmm. She is my age mate for context.
Oh,
she's my age mate for
really?
context. Yeah.
What have you done?
I googled her.
What have you published? No pressure. Relax.
I haven't done anything.
I
have a cat.
You do?
I don't.
You want
I haven't
to have.
Yeah, exactly. I want to have a cat. But yeah, back to books.
Anyways, so Mumbi Macharia wrote this book, these poems,
mm-hmm.
and it was published in 2020.
Yeah.
We'll copy 2020. So which means if she's...
university.
How old is she?
26.
26.
Going on to 27.
So which means
she was 24.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
She was like 24 when she published this book.
At 24, I was trying to cook myself 3 meals a day at least.
And it's all right.
And I was failing at it.
And it's all right because everyone's journey is different.
It's different.
Yeah. This is a journey. A published author at 24.
Don't rub it in.
Yours was
trying to eat.
Mine was fighting for my life in a capitalistic world in this company.
But a win is a win.
Ata tusiendelee.
Utaza kulia. This is not a crying podcast. But before you go on, for context, I haven't read the collection of poetry. Okay. But Stacy has. As I said in the first episode, I'm not a big fan of poetry, rather performed spoken word poetry. Yeah. But I am open to reading a collection of written poetry material. So I hope that after this episode is done, Stacy will have it in her conviction to lend me the book.
But then I'll give you this, not
Sour.
give. No, like I'll lend you this book. Go read it. Tell me what you think about it.
I'll give it back to you.
And honest reviews only. Like if you didn't finish it, tell me. If you didn't like it, tell me.
DNF.
Like I can take you not liking a book that I really loved.
I wouldn't take that though.
For real?
That's why I don't recommend things to people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even music, I don't. I never do. Except my man.
Because you'll be hurt when someone say they didn't like what you liked.
Yeah. I'm working through it.
Therapy, my sister.
Yeah, therapy, babe, like the same divorce, babe. Anyway, back to the book. So what do you love about the book? What's it about? What's the genre? What are the topics covered in the book?
Okay, so as I mentioned, it's a collection of poetry. So there are around 17 poems in this book. Mm-hmm. They talk about they have different themes across the whole book. Yeah. So themes of love, heartbreak,
my favorite
African. Which is your favorite?
Love and heartbreaks.
Mostly heartbreak.
Mostly heartbreaks, yeah, precisely.
But then Sharon likes sad things.
Inauma.
Sawa. Alusa Sharon. Anyway, the theme across the book is love, heartbreak, African pride, mental health, and hope. What you don't like.
Yeah. No,
and hope through. Also, the book is written in English, but kuna poems in Swahili and Sheng. My interjection in Swahili or Sheng. I really liked that about this book. Also, there's just something about Swahili, poems written in Swahili.
It's a romantic language.
It's a rich language also. It just sounds nice. And if you have ever heard Mumbi Macharia perform, you know her Swahili poems. Iko na mvuto fulani. It's just a sexy language when she performs.
I listened to one of the podcasts that she featured on this morning.
Yeah.
And I heard her say that she has been she lived in the coastal region for a while. So, akona yo accent ya Swahili. Or that she has a better grasp of the Swahili language, right?
I guess so. Let me also backstory. Okay. I've met Mumbi like twice. Thrice actually.
Celebrity.
Thrice. Not celebrity, but I've met her thrice. The first time I met her, I was in Coast, Indiani. Tulikuwa tunaingia kwa tuk-tuk with my friend Victor. And some other guy I was seeing, you know him also.
Kuna name drop?
Okay, kuna name drop.
For context, I may mouth the name.
Yeah, you know him. Yeah. So tulikuwa tumepanda tuk-tuk, tulikuwa hapa nyuma. So tukafika pahali
hapo back left.
Tulikuwa back left. Shout out Nyashinsky.
My man. No,
you have a...
No, he's not. I may release Wimbo Leo, so maybe
yesterday.
Really? An EP. Haven't listened to it yet, but yeah.
So tulikuwa tatu tuk-tuk. Then apparently tuk-tuk can carry 4 people. Moja mbele hapo na driver wa tuk-tuk. Hapo kwa gear. So tulienda, we stopped and the driver picked someone. So guess who walked in?
Yeah.
Mumbi Macharia.
By this time, had you read this book?
I had not read this, but I know alikuwa publish and removed it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God, hi. I properly found the girl. How are you?
Nice.
My name is Stacy. Oh my God, it's nice seeing you. I asked her whether she had relocated to
the coast
because I know she's from Nairobi. She was like, she's there for a while. And it was nice conversation. She was so easy, chilled.
Yeah.
So the second time I met her is when I bought this book. Tulikuwa Junction Mall with someone that I won't mention. And alikuwa kwa hizo, you know the way at the mall you have exhibition of books,
yes,
of fashion, jewelry. She
like
had
common areas.
No, not common areas. Like they're selling it, but it's just an exhibition.
Okay.
Yeah. So she was there and she was exhibiting her book for sale.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I must buy because nilikuwa nimeona kwa mtandao and I must buy it.
Saying mtandao is crazy though.
I'm not a lawyer. Just saying. Yeah, so I bought it, had small conversation with her.
Yeah.
Then
did you tell her that we met in India?
Yeah, I did tell her.
And
she was like, oh, okay. She's a very sweet person, by the way.
Okay.
The third time I met her.
Did you buy the book at that time?
Yeah, I did buy the book at that time. Actually, it's autographed. Yeah.
Can we read it out?
Read it for the listeners. And
since I haven't read the book, let me read the autograph. To Stacy, may these poems inspire you to live to your fullest potential. With love, Mumbi. I want someone to write that for me.
No, not tab. Anyway, when you buy my book,
okay,
I'll write.
Actually, I can't buy.
Sawa.
Full price.
Anyways, so the third time I met her, nilikuwa na Muturi. And I know you don't know this Mumbi Macharia, but you know her. It was at Oktoberfest. I was with you guys and your squad, and she was among the... You know her? Had you clicked before? Muturi anatuambia ya namkumbuka. But had you clicked, this is the Mumbi Macharia we are speaking? No? Anasema no. But then I didn't approach her because everything was just...
Sherehe haiko inataka hasira.
Tuseme.
Oh, that's good to know. So you met her thrice.
Yeah.
You read her book you bought her book on the second time that you met her.
Yeah.
She signed the copy for you.
Yeah.
A lovely note. Okay.
Also, nice. She's a writer and a podcaster. I don't know whether she still podcasts.
Okay.
But alikuwa na podcasts.
Have you ever seen her perform live?
Unfortunately, no. You have. Muturi has. But me, I haven't. At K1, Muturi limuona at K1. Me, I haven't, but I've watched her performance on her Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's about
the author.
The author and my short story of meeting her.
I don't think I've ever met any writer, so let's just move on to talk. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Oh, Stacy is a writer. She's my friend. We've met so many times.
Struggling writer.
What's your struggle with writing?
This is not about
episode. Acha tuongelee Mumbi, sawa. Mumbi, it's about you. Okay. Now, do you want to highlight any of the poetry or poems that you enjoyed reading?
Yes, I do.
Do you have any?
So, there are like many poems, like around 5 poems I liked it, but for the sake of time, I'll just read like kidogo too about this too.
Mtondo.
Yeah. Just a minute.
Okay.
Joe's 23. So, the title of this poem I'm about to read is called To the Sun I Might Have One Day. I'll just read kidogo because her poems are also long.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. To the sun I might have one day. I love you already. But you're not the first boy who I have had to raise.
Okay, that's a strong start. I'm curious to know what the next line says.
Are you serious? Okay. So that's just the first paragraph. Sharon.
No, I'm sorry. Like
but
I
maybe you never know.
Could
we'll
be,
ask
could
her.
Be, yeah.
What did you mean?
Tuambie.
Tuambie. Aya. You're not the first boy who I have had to teach right from wrong. And you're not the first boy who I have had to teach how to approach a woman. I will do my best.
Can't relate. No,
I will do my best to ensure that you never see the color of your skin as a stain. And I hope you will learn to respect the lineage from which you came. My role is to teach you that you are enough. That you never have anything to prove, and that you can only start writing poetry once you start telling the truth. That's just a glimpse of snaps fingers. That's just a glimpse. Nimekumbuka nini?
There was the time easy memes ilikuwa what am I stuttering? Zinazunguka zikisema ati when you clap in a poetry event unabeba unatolewa because here people snap. People are snapping. Toka huko peleka hizo vitu juja. I really enjoy that, especially the last line of you'll only start writing poetry when you say the truth.
Yeah.
Because poetry, ideally, what she's saying is that it's about the truth, right?
Yeah.
And as someone who hasn't read the poem before, other than now, I think it covers a bit of important themes like self-esteem for a boy child, can't relate, I'm a woman, and other things like colorism and loving the skin that you're in.
Self-love,
hashtag, we support it. What else? Parenting, being good parents, teaching people how to love and show love.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Usually theme karibu kumi.
Yeah. Mimi nilifanya composition.
Poetry analyst.
Unaona hizo paper 3 compositions za high school.
Did you love them by the way?
I really loved them.
Same.
I really loved to read. So I naturally thrived in the languages section.
Yeah.
I also love the humanities. The sciences don't struggle kidogo.
Yeah, physics.
But
me physics and chemistry.
From one, so.
Oh really? You had the option.
I had the option.
Yeah,
national schools we didn't have to do all the sciences.
Yeah.
So failure can come with a win. No, I'm sorry.
Speechless. But
yeah. Anyway, what else do you want to highlight?
So
do you want to read another?
The second poem title that I'm going to read, the title is To My Future Husband, Life Partner, or whatever.
Godwin.
To my future husband, life partner, whatever. If you haven't met me yet, good. I'd like it to stay like that for a while I figure myself out. If you have not met me though, there are some things that I need to clear before you get the wrong idea. If you know me, you probably think I'm unapproachable. Believe it or not, it's on purpose. And so I assure you, I'm not in a bad mood. I'm not trying to be rude. And I promise, I don't have an attitude.
Misha.
That's just a glimpse.
Oh, okay.
I wanted everything because please buy the book, support.
Yeah, okay.
Mumbi.
It's plagiarism.
Exactly.
Of reading the entire thing.
Yeah.
I really like that one. because it covers a topic that I'm very passionate about,
which is
love. I also hate it, but that's besides the point.
Love runs the world.
Amen. But does it run my world though? Question.
Love is. And a letter to me.
Yeah, I also really like the themes that they've covered. It's like talking about the preparedness of being in love, and teaching your person to love you, because people love to be loved differently.
Yeah, true.
People have different love languages.
To know how to be loved.
Exactly.
And telling someone how you want to be loved.
Yeah.
But also accepting the love that you're offered. Don't be rigid.
Ipo siku.
My friend.
Mimi naongelea mimi kama Sharon. Ipo siku. With my man with a Kindle also. I'm hoping. Anyway, back to the movie.
So I've read like a glimpse of 2 poems.
Yes.
Would you? And I promise you, like, is it 17
quite
poems?
Short. Yeah.
No, I've read the short one.
Oh yeah.
I haven't read the whole poem.
Yes.
It's just kidogo. But all the 17, they are so, my goodness. Ulifikiriaje?
The words.
How to compile all this, because they're quite artistic, beautiful to hear, beautiful to read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious if there's any Swahili one.
Yes.
Yeah. Just for diversity.
Nitasoma Kiswahili, but wacha tutajaribu.
Unaongeanga Kiswahili so.
Sawa. So the poem I'm going to read next, the title is Ni ngumu kumpenda asiyejipenda. Sharon, is that you?
No, please, I'm not here.
Is this poem about you?
It's not about. I promise, I don't know Mumbi. She wasn't talking about me.
Sawa. Tangu mara yetu ya mwisho kuongea, imepita wiki 5. Sasa nimejiita hii mkutano. Hiyo mapenzi nilikupa ni kama sasa huitaki ama huhitaji. Na sijui mbona. Kila siku najikumbusha kukusahau, lakini siwezi. Sijui ni vipi nitapata uwezo wa kumaliza huu mwezi. Then she proceeds with English. In a different life, I think ulikuwa conductor. Kwa sababu ulinibeba na nika...
Not makanga.
In a different life, I think ulikuwa conductor. Kwa sababu ulinibeba na nika kutupia mbao.
Nanika?
Kutupia mbao. Snaps.
Snap. No, that's really nice. That's really nice.
Ni ngumu kumpenda asiyejipenda. That's the title of that poem.
I really love that. And day to day, it's
you can relate.
No, I can't relate, please. Cannot relate. No.
This is a poem of truth, and it's good to say the truth.
It doesn't. Or poetry is truth. No, but I can't relate. But I really love that for the diversities. Let's cover English and Swahili.
Yeah, but that's just one of the Swahili.
So Mimi kama Sharon, you've convinced me to read the book.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, like genuinely, I'm not saying this just for the podcast.
Have I convinced you? Thank you.
So you've done well on the second episode of the podcast. So a win is a win.
A win is a win. Hata kama sija convince watu 20 na nime-convince wawili.
In your
and
life.
That's enough for me. Yeah? So I got this from Mumbi, but I think, if I'm not wrong, it's Nuria store. Yeah. Also, if you don't mind, just DM her and ask her. Mwambie Stacy amekutuma. Okay?
Stacy moja.
Stacy. Thank
Networks.
you.
Yeah, but before we close off, I think a lot of artists who self-publish their books, you can access their books by just DMing them or getting, like, emailing them or DMing them on WhatsApp or
that's the
Instagram.
beauty of like Kenyan authors, because you can just DM them and they're readily available to answer your questions. Yeah. Oh my God! By the way, ukienda kwa DM yangu na Mumbi, nimefangirl mara kadhaa, and she replies. You guys, she replies. So I'll just give you guys her handle.
Yeah.
Anajita Mumbi Poetry.
Mumbi Poetry, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good to know. I'm going to buy the book, hopefully.
Yeah.
For my...
But I'll give you this.
Okay, yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to highlight in the book?
No, just get it. You won't regret it. And if you regret it, I'm sorry.
Stacy will refund you the money.
I won't refund you, but you just need to review your tastes in poetry. No offense, guys. No offense. You might not like it, not like it, but just tell me what you think about the book. Okay. And I promise you'd like it, though.
Sawa basi.
Yeah. I think that's it for our second podcast.
Where can we...
Over and done with.
Do you have a written review of this book?
No, sadly no.
But we have audio, so...
But we have audio.
Yeah. Okay, sawa basi. I really enjoyed this. See you next time.
I did. And thank you for coming also. Nawambia Sharon takuwa regular.
Nikoluz Kadera. Anytime you want me, I'm gonna come. I will come. Like genuinely, you're also my friend, so I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a lovely afternoon, or morning, or evening, or night.
Bye-bye.